I am going to tell you about my favorite decapodiform. I touched on it in the last video a little bit, and I cannot believe that I have not already talked about the strawberry squid, because I literally have a plushie. This is one of my favorite Cephies. Like, I love them so much. This is one of the OG Cephies for me. Like, I love these guys so much. They're so weird and cool. The plushie's even realistic, and I'm going to show you why it's realistic. I'm going to show you the really pretty pictures first because they're beautiful, and the ones that show what I need to are at an, like, they're not as pretty, but these aren't at an angle that I need. This is the strawberry squid, or Histoteuthis heteropsis. Here's another picture. I showed it in the last one. But it lives in the mesopelagic, which is pretty deep. It's also called the twilight zone. It's 200 to 1,000 meters under the ocean surface. So it is like, it's far down. It is not the farthest that you can go. It's not the furthest or deepest out of all cephalopods. Not even close. But it's deep, and there's not a lot of light down there, which is important. Okay, so you can see it better in this picture, but do you see how he has two different sized eyes? That's why they're called heteropsis. For heter means different, opsis eyes. The reason, and it's actually really cool, is because the big eye is able to look for silhouettes on the top because it takes in more light. I mean, when your eyes are dilated and bigger, you take in a lot more light. So this allows them to hunt better because they actually go to the surface to feed. So they're eating in the mesopelagic where it's deep and dark, but they're also eating things that are way higher up, and their eyes don't need to adjust like ours because they already have like one dilated, one constricted. So the little one is for deeper, right? But there's another layer to both of these things because they're different colors, actually. And that's the only thing that is not real with this plushie. It's actually the same size. They're not that big, but they're not like that small. They're about 13 inches. So the big eye, the left eye, is yellow. And the yellow helps it better see like through blue light. So things that are blue are more pronounced. Like it helps it see its prey better. The other eye is blue, and it is specially I don't know why I showed it like it was in the plushie. It's blue, and it's because it's specially adapted to detect bioluminescent life forms, which are frankly kind of abundant in the deep sea. It also uses counter illumination, just like how the bobtail, the Hawaiian bobtail does. The pores that it has are bioluminescent, and they match. So its pores are called photophores, and they are bioluminescent themselves, and they produce the exact same light as, like, the light level as like the sunlight does at that level. And so it makes them like virtually invisible underwater. That and the fact that they're red, and red cannot be seen well because it's like in the water, because it's like the out of all colors, red is the longest and like the frequency can't be seen. I know what it is, I just am having a hard time putting it in words. But it basically gets canceled out, essentially. Like the wavelength cannot be seen. It gets buried. The other cool thing about them is that their mantle can swivel. I think that's pretty cool. I haven't researched if other Cephies do that, but I remember watching a video that stated that, and I thought that was the coolest thing. So, yeah, we love the strawberry squid. There, that's a thing, you know. I also just want to say that, like, I have almost no Latin names memorized, but this is one of the ones that I do. This one and the Tupio, which is Enteroctopus dolphini. I also just want to say I do not have all of these Latin names memorized. I have very few Latin names memorized. This is one of them. I did not have to double check to confirm if I was right on this or look it up at all. Like, common names I'm more familiar with, but not Latin ones, and this is one of the few ones I have.